embrace the future.
We must remember the past. Save the calendar.
Time. It's the one thing we all share, a constant. We measure it in seconds, minutes, hours. It ticks away in the background of every moment, a steady pulse that keeps us grounded, connected. But what if time wasn't the same for everyone? What if the very way we measured time could be changed, rewritten, even erased? It happened once. In the middle of one of the bloodiest revolutions in history, a group of radicals decided to do something no one had dared to do before. They tried to control time itself. The French Revolution, a time of chaos, of bloodshed, of ideals clashing with reality. In 1792, the revolutionaries who had toppled the monarchy realized they weren't just fighting for liberty, they were fighting for a whole new world. A world where the old ways, the old systems, everything that came before would be erased. But what is a revolution without its symbols, without its markers of change? They didn't just want to tear down the monarchy, they wanted to tear down time itself. The calendar we use, the one we all follow, was rooted in centuries of tradition, tied to the church, tied to the old regime. The revolutionaries knew that to truly break free, they had to change the very rhythm of life. And so, in 1793, the French revolutionary calendar gave birth to the French Republican calendar, a new way of measuring time that would sever the ties to the monarchy, to religion, to the old world entirely. A world where weeks had 10 days instead of 7, where the months were renamed after the seasons, and the year started not in January, but in the autumn, the first day of the revolution itself. But what happens when you change something so fundamental, something so ingrained in the human experience? To those living through it, it was as though the very fabric of reality was unraveling. The hours stretched, the days blurred, the seasons felt alien. For everyday people, the new calendar was a puzzle they couldn't solve. Imagine, how would you feel if suddenly the days didn't match the rhythm of your life? If your work, your worship, your relationships were suddenly out of sync with the world around you? The new calendar was meant to liberate, but instead it suffocated. The 10-day weeks didn't fit with the cycle of the sun or the moon. People grew exhausted, worn down by the constant shift. The rhythm of daily life became a battleground of its own. And in the end, the revolutionaries, with all their boldness, couldn't conquer time. They couldn't erase the past. The calendar, as radical as it seemed, fell apart. In 1806, just a little over a decade after its creation, Napoleon, yes, Napoleon himself, scrapped it. Time, in the end, was something no one could change. The French Republican calendar, once a symbol of defiance, of a new beginning, became a footnote in history. It vanished as quickly as it arrived, replaced by the old Gregorian calendar, the one we still follow today. And yet, it's a reminder of something we often forget. Time, our most precious, unchanging thing, was once as fragile as anything else. It was rewritten, redefined, and then forgotten. Maybe in the end, time is like us, struggling to find its place, constantly changing, constantly shaped by the hands that hold it. A revolution tried to do what no one had dared to do before: control time. But maybe, just maybe, time controls us all.